GooberPasta. Have you ever felt like the fax machine was evil? Well, if you ever have, you'll find this next tale to be quite spooky.
It's 2020, and there is a fax machine in my house. We never use it, and quite frankly, it needs to go away. It is a piece of obsolete technology. But there's more to this fax machine that meets the eye. There's just something quite evil about this fax machine. It all started on a Tuesday. It was a bright sunny day, and I was on my phone, my computer, sending emails, doing Zoom conference chats, everything with up-to-date advanced technology. Then the fax machine started making all these weird fax machine noises. A fax came out. It was a nude photograph of Whoopi Goldberg. I quickly wadded it up and threw it away. I don't understand why this fax machine would send me a nude photograph of a celebrity. Anyway, I just had to put it all behind me and try to move on with my day. I had lots of advanced technology things to do. I was setting up my Roku device to my TV, which was mounted on the wall, which was also connected to my laptop, which streamed Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime all at the same time. I was on a Zoom call with my best friend Marky. Marky was rambling on about some stuff. I don't know, something about feeling sick or like how he's sick of life, or I don't know. I don't really quite listen to him because I have all this wonderful technology to look at and apps, technology stuff. Then the fax machine started making all these weird fax noises again. I walked over to it and it printed off the words, "You suck." I was like, whoa, what's going on with my fax machine? I was like, okay, I gotta unplug this thing and I gotta put it away because I got fax machine stuff that I don't need to be doing right now. I have real technology stuff to be doing. So I took the fax machine and I locked it in the closet. So I got back to my TV. I was hooking up a PlayStation and an Xbox together in an attempt to play some online video games while on a Zoom call with Mikey, who wouldn't quit shutting up about his wife. I was starting to ignore him. So I got on FaceTime with my other friend Butch, and Butch was shooting guns at the government or something like that, which I wasn't really paying much attention to him either because I was too busy trying to find several films to watch on Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu all at the same time. Then from the closet, I started hearing more fax machine noises. I was like, whoa, what is going on with this fax machine? So I opened the closet door, and the fax machines told me to go out and kill a bunch of people. I was like, no way, fax machine. I'm not going to listen to you, and I think you're evil. So I shut the door on the fax machine and tried to ignore it. I went to bed that night, and I left all my technology on. Butch was fast asleep holding his gun, after he had spent the whole day talking about the government and how he was going to do stuff about it. But he really wasn't going to do anything about it because, he was really out of shape and overweight. And if he was going to let his body get out of shape like that, then he really wasn't in fighting shape. But that's another subject matter. Mikey was crying by now. He was going on and on and on about his wife, and I would just wish he would just shut the hell up. Well, so I decided to go ahead and go to sleep. I left all my wonderful technology on. Then all of a sudden, the fax machine came busting out of the door and jumped on my bed, and I was like, hey, what's the deal, fax machine? Why are you so evil, and why are you doing all this stuff? You're just a fax machine, and you need to quit doing all this stuff. But the fax machine wouldn't listen to me. It just started spewing off a bunch of faxes at me, and all these fax machine papers started hitting me in the face and stuff, and I was like, ow, hey fax machine, why are you doing this for me? I don't really like it when you shoot fax machine paper at me and stuff. Well, the fax machine didn't really have a good explanation, so I opened up the window and threw it out the window. It hit the ground with a hard thud. I closed the window and made sure all my doors and windows were locked, and I went to bed. I slept pretty hard that night, and I felt pretty good knowing I threw the fax machine out the window. I walked into my living room, and lo and behold, there was the fax machine again, making all these fax noises and shooting more paper at me. Butch had woke up, and he was crying about the government imposing his rights. I don't know, I don't listen to those goobers when they talk about that kind of stuff. Then Mikey was nowhere to be seen there, so just his feet kind of dangling from in the camera view, so I don't know what his deal was. And there was the fax machine, lo and behold. Well, what was I going to do about this fax machine? It was evil, we knew that, and it wouldn't go away. I thought I threw it out the window and it was going to go away. I said, Butch, what do I do about this fax machine? But Butch was no help. He was saying that, if somehow the government was involved and like 5G cell towers were going to cause cancer or something like that. I was like, Butch, you're just a whiny little punk and you need to stop talking. He was all upset, and he said that he was going to come to my house and protest, and he was going to stand outside. And I was like, all right, Butch, you go ahead and do that. And be sure to bring your boyfriend with you so you guys can hug and kiss. I don't want you to get lonely out there. Butch disconnected the call. I guess he was really triggered by my words, but that's another subject matter. I had to do something about this evil fax machine. I was like, evil fax machine, what is it going to take to get you to go away? Suddenly a paper came out of the fax machine, and it was a list of things that I needed to do to make the fax machine go away. And I didn't really want to read any of this stuff because I had too much stuff to do with my technology. So I wadded it up and I threw it at the fax machine. I was like, all right, fax machine, I'm not going to do any of this stuff. So I guess that you're just going to have to live in my house with me for the rest of my life and the rest of your existence. So that's kind of just what happened. I'd be on my other technologies and stuff, and the fax machine just makes weird fax noises, prints out naked photos of random celebrities, and, occasionally shoots wads of paper at me. But that's really about it for that fax machine. Thank you, bitches.
Ooh, that was quite the spooky tale. Until next time.